Greetings, fellow hunters of anomalies. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Boundless Witch. Episode 52. Hey, a surprise to nobody. Alright, so Fangface snapped out of it. So in the morning, once everyone's like, cool, calm, and collected, we'll do some exploratory surgery. Poking into Snarf to see if he has an unwelcomed friend. And then if we put the shard inhibitor in there, you know, plus the other stuff that we'll inevitably add, it will be pretty good. Now we're getting the boost to the plating. And I wasn't really using Biofire for anything else at the moment, so might as well. I don't want to risk the good bed, so I'm going to put the less good bed here. And we'll put it there. Oh, I am out of water, aren't I? Alright, good indicator that I'm needing another pump. Because our pump capacity here is 1,500. The well is... Oh, I'm going to need to tap another well. Forget the pump for now. That's not going to actually solve anything. So it's a result of us irrigating. We're just irrigating too much. It's fine. Whatever. Take fewer baths. What we really need is to research, like, deep wells. Alright, you're done with your... Okay, we're done. Let's go convene over here. I have a forbidden door, so it doesn't really matter if... Oh, Fangface is in the bed. Come on, Fang. Get with the program. So here's what we need to do. Animals. Muster to the kill box. They're the ones that can fight. Fang's like, oh yeah, let me just pre-lay in the bed. Alright, Snarf, you are going to... Everyone here is going to come into this room. And Snarf, you are going to get a lovely inspection. All turrets on. But let's move the turrets a little closer so that there's, like, less friendly fire risk here. Meyer, you can kind of be not, like, you don't need to be so close. Now, I'm assuming... I'm not really assuming that, like, there isn't more than one here. I'm preparing for the possibility that there's multiple. So is everyone here? Yes, everyone's present. Okay. Here we go. Watch it not be him. That'd be hilarious. Hey, a surprise to nobody. Metal horror emerging. Alright. It's stunned. And it's dead. Snarf, how you doing, bud? Hey, look at you! You didn't lose any limbs! Good for you. I knew you could do it. Yeah, Fake Face, feel free to heal him with no care. Ta-da! So not bad, right? Smooth. That went really well. Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew who it was. I was bad at making sure he wasn't cooking. I like forgot briefly, but then was like, wait, that's a bad idea, and fixed it and took him off of cooking duty. And yeah, neutralized, no problem. It was zero effort here. Just Metal Horror got ganked. One of the reasons why we've been losing limbs as a result of Metal Horrors is when you're a child, your arms have much less HP, right? Like 21 versus 30. So, and it's even lower when you're younger. So a lot of the problems that we've been having as children is it's so easy to lose body parts as a result of the fact that your body parts are just like less durable. Which is why like Joker lost so many limbs, because Joker had a Metal Horror at like 7. Snarf was 12, so Snarf had a little bit more durability on their limbs prior to the event. The other thing we could potentially research is a security door for the super entity room, but like that can wait for a bit. So now the priority is I'll have you guys vote. We got another farm, so like we could do robotics. We could do ghoul prep. We could do improved colony defense, moving more into the mountain, more agriculture if you want, and poison, toxic cleaning, colony mood and drugs, or bionics. Isn't Joker delicate as well? Yes, he is a wimpy, delicate genie. So, delicate, he took even more damage, which is why he just, like, lost everything. Myrtle, I know. At this point, we don't need this to be a home zone. I only really home zone this so it could be clean for infection chance for the surgery. And if you focus on bionics, it's just like we're gonna try to get everyone back to normal. Oh, glorious cell. Love it. Charity request. 700 silver. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, Chupa. Chupa thingy. Thank you for the resub. Snarf, what are you doing? You're just like playing on the ground, vomiting on yourself. Like, the hell is your problem? He's like, I'm a doodle vomit. Gross, dude. Gross. Yeah, that was true Operation Theater. It really was. All right, let's move the shard inhibitor in here. And then the bioferret harvester, because I don't really need the electro harvester. So the bioferret harvester in here. And then transfer the entities. Power. A little bit better. So 163 shared, which is like pretty good. And it could go even better if we, you know, had fewer cells. So if I had like a devourer, I would like remove the amount of cells that I have. We might want to illuminate this hallway, because if the noctils do get out, we're going to want it lighter than darker. And Yellow Incarnate, thank you for the sub. Oh, Snarf still got an infection. Well, I tried to avoid that. But he'll be alright. Okay, pretty secure. Once the bioferret is turned on, of course, the security goes down a bit. But all in all, I would say it's a pretty decent facility. All right, and we're getting 7 bioferret a day. Not bad. And their escape interval is like 16 years, 3 years, 2.5 years. And of course, and then immediately we get a solar flare. What is this, like a jailbreak attempt? Come on, game. What else can we make? So we have the harvester, we have proximity detector, we have... Well, we could do electric inhibitor if we wanted to. Because we could inhibit... We could have one... It depends on how much, like, power we want to spend on this. But if I put the harvester here, we could inhibit... Wait, what? Oh, because it's powered off. Yeah, we could electro-inhibit the harder to hold entities. Did I get that gal? No. I think that might be worth it. Takes a while for us to lose freezing temps. Yo, get back in there. For us to lose freezing temps even in a solar flare. Because we're so overhead mountainy. And then if I really want to do like crazy offsets, we could have another set of electro inhibitors. Realistically, I could like move it around and have even more, but it's not a big deal. Okay, containment strength. This is... Yep, okay. It is... Okay, perfect. Pretty strong. I don't think you're getting out. I like it. And if we had a security order, it would be even better, but, like, you know, it's fine. Alright, I left that pull up for a long time. So let's go ahead and do... provide health care via bionics. The other thing is, Joker should have his birthday soon. His 13-year-old, yeah. He's also growth tier 6. Like, it's pretty good. Considering what we've been through, the ringer that we've been through. And as soon as he gets 13 years old, which is in like, you know, just a few days, he's got crafting 20 and will be able to smith, and that should help out a lot with components and the like. So I'm going to get a few extra components. I'm going to start smithing them up. The other thing that I think would... So this is a little... It will sound a little weird, but I think one of the things that will help out a lot for our... in order to try to get our bionics going is for me to get an aggro hand. We easily could absorb the pollution. Like, there's no issue there with the tox trees. So an aggro hand is going to dramatically increase our ability to, or Witch's ability to smith and do other things other than just be glued to the farms. So I might, I think I'm gonna just make the decision finally to, as soon as we get bionic replacements, push into basic mech tech to be able to get a maybe 2 aggro hands. And I was planning on putting them here so that the pollution that we generate is closer to the trees rather than like deeper into the farm or deeper into our base. The other thing I wanted to do is, which is about food security. We could research deep wells as well once we get aggro hands, to be able to, because there's not a lot of water on this map tile. Like if I open the pump, or let's just click the pump. Show me the overlay. God dang it. Why isn't it? There we go. So there's a little bit of water over there that I could like mine to, and a tiny bit there, but like ultimately there's not a lot of water available on this map tile. And if we want to irrigate our farms, and I would love to add another irrigation pump here, we're going to need deep wells. So I think it's not a bad idea for us to research deep wells too, so that our food supply is less, is more secured. Yeah, well, wait a minute. Pets. The entities don't have visitation rights. just realized how like silly it was for them to march in there. It's like, what are you doing? Will I use the signal chips? That would be up to priority, right? I'm only building these because I really need the food security. Like that's kind of important in terms of like simple survival. But if we really wanted to invest more into robotics, you would have to vote on it, and it would just not voted on. It lost by a massive margin, so I won't be doing that. At least not yet. But basic mech tech is like almost no investment at all. It's a super fast project, which is why, you know, doing that quickly shouldn't be too bad. How's it going, by the way? We are 15 out of 40 for ghoul enhancements, and then we'll probably want ghoul res through serum synthesis afterwards, but yeah, that's great. I am surprised your infection got that bad. I guess you have Fib Mech. Well, Fib Mech should be helping you with the blood pumping. It always bothers me that, like, if you're having a brownout and you turn on a power generator, if you don't have enough power, it won't even flick on. It's like, what? It's supposed to generate power. It doesn't have like a, you know, a starter plug or whatever. Stop being silly, just turn on. But we had a little bit of a brownout, so I'll flick all the chem gens on for a bit, just to top up the batteries. Colonists for Voidborn Coalition. Oh, one colonist, 13 years or older, 9 days. Savage is an adult, I'm assuming. Yep. 18 years old. 18, but yeah, you're few months too old, plus your traits are horrible. No, I'm not loaning you anyone. Why am I having such a power problem? Did we cut our power or something? No? Well, let's just do this. Screw having power problems. Sapple, thank you for the cheer. Power problems will be solved. How much power? 70 watts, 0, and 100 watts. So not a whole lot of power. Plus the lights, which is like, what, 30 watts each? 15 if I get the research. So it's really not that bad. This isn't the drain. The drain is like the AC, the water pumping, the fact that I have like everything turned on over here like an idiot. Machining table and smelter, like I was wasting power. I'm gonna be honest. It was me. You don't have a... Okay, so she's missing a... corset? Actually, let's do a formal vest rather than a corset. Ooh, I don't have a lot of wool. We are gonna get wool soon. Oh, yeah. You can open that back up, guys. that Omo is like long gone. Why not build 5 more sections of wall between the containment room and the new geothermal? Because more doors you have, like... So if you really want me to answer, mining through this weakens containment, adding another door weakens containment, and doing both is a really bad idea. For containment strength, you want as few doors as possible because doors are absolutely a weak point. So it would... Our containment strength would go from like 158 to like 130 or something. It would be a huge hit for virtually no reason to have a micro shortcut. You would never want to do that if you can avoid it. In other words. But you even if you added a wall, you wouldn't want to do that either. Because these Petrawood walls are 150 or 1500 HP. The built walls are a third of that. Your containment strength is a measure of your average wall HP, your door, your lighting, your flooring. So for making the room larger in any meaningful way, you're ruining it. Because it's only strong because it's within a petrified wood tree. That's the key. Why am I mining? I can't add a door. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I don't even know what you're asking. This is Petrawood that I didn't build. But it has insane strength. So if I wanted to build this from here, I can't. Because, like, I can't get through this without mining through it. So I could build a door there, but, like, unless I bust a hole in the wall through mining, I think you get it at this point. If I haven't explained it as well, maybe someone in chat can help. But basically, it's a terrible idea to have extra doors and containment cells. And you should never design that way. So, one last time. This here, where I'm planning, cannot change. Think of it this way. This is immutable. For the containment cell to be a good cell, nothing in that plan can change. So the only way for me to reach this geothermal generator, the other way would be to, like, do this, which is more material, not less. So I could do that. But I'm not touching this. Because my containment strength would plummet if I touch anything within this this planned zone. This planned zone has to stay the way it is. Oh, so what you're saying is what I had just proposed? I could do that. The problem is then I would have to move the orbital trade beacon. It's not a big problem, but like it would put... Even now, I think this orbital trade beacon might be too close to this, but if I get even closer, it's worse. There's also some terrain affordance issues where all of this is like sunken marshy terrain, which I don't really care to annex. I mean, it could, but it doesn't serve much of a purpose unless I moisture pump it. Alright, you're healed, I guess. So I think I'm gonna have Witch research over build, and then I'll leave the building to Fangface at this point. Oh, you tossed a screenshot? Well, I've already answered that. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, add 5... Okay, I get what you're saying. So, the reason why I didn't do that, and I certainly could, is... let's think. I could do that to then add that space. This is grazable space, I guess. I mean, it doesn't hurt. I still would want an extra wall here, though. But yeah, I could build that wall. And then maybe put a forced open door here for grazing east-west. It's just all of this marshiness is really low movement speed muck that I'm not going to farm and doesn't produce a lot of food. So there's not a lot of like actual value out of any of this orange terrain because it's pretty gross. With that said, it's kind of everywhere. I mean, the terrain affordance is a problem everywhere. But it does help the animals graze larger range, so sure. Thanks for the screenshot, by the way. Now I get what you're saying. It's kind of hard to understand when on the fly for those suggestions. So maybe what I'm going to do is to have Snarf, now that we know Snarf doesn't harbor like any horrors, have Snarf try to take over cooking so that Moro can do more research. Because Moro's been, research has been on the back burner for a long time for Moro as a result. Yeah, now I get what you were saying. You just wanted a wall there so that it owned the zone. Oh, well, that's a different map tile. And not break into the Petrawood. Because, yeah, I don't want to touch the Petrawood. The Petrawood is, like, such a hack. Because of how tough it is. So, which finally has some time to smith. And it looks like Bionics is about to tick over. Like, any second now. We're 99.7% done. Muro's like tormenting me and not finishing it. So Skyra, to answer your question, if I put a door there and force it open, then the animals have access to eat all of my crops here. I would want the door there, even though it leads to marsh, because I can't have this open to the ranched animals. Some of the animals are smart enough not to eat that stuff because they're zonable, but like all of the fluffalopes are not. And we would just end up with like a massive run on our stuff via fluffalopes. So I could do that, but then I would need a door there and a door there, and then that's fine too. It's one of those situations where it's like, eventually, it's gonna get annoying to have a bajillion extra doors. I think for just the appearance, I'm gonna like square off this building for finally, because it's been jank for a long time. And I know I could dig out the Petrawood and then expand the farm just a little bit, but it's like not a lot to gain for the effort. Morrow, come on, just go do 0.3% of the research, please. Just do it. Woohoo! Okay. The other thing, so it makes a lot of sense to do toxic filtration, but I think I'm going to do flesh shaping. I think everyone in the colony has like such body image issues at this point due to the fact that they're all like just ghoul looking, like Fallout ghoul level of ugliness, that we really need to address that. And then Witch, as soon as we're done with the bionic legs, she needs some ears. And yes, it's super risky for Fang Face at a whopping 7 to run the surgery. So actually, you know what? Before we do that, Fang Face is going to need a bionic arm too for surgery success chance, because 84% efficient arm is not enough. So we're going to have to do 2 legs and an arm, and then the ears. It's a long list of recs. And then as soon as Joker ages up, I can work drive Joker. Joker does not have any manipulation malices, and Joker will be able to like whiz through the Smith queue, and it won't fall to Witch anymore, who's actually not even as good at it as him. But yeah, Bionics gonna be our answer. All right, I think we're good with these tasks for a bit. Do I have Glow World Medicine? I have 2. So I could use the 2 for a single surgery for Witch. But they're just ears. And the chance that, like, he cuts her head off in something stupid. Like, I'll save ahead of time in case there's, like, a critical fail. But, yeah, I have a sterile room with a masterwork bed and a vitals monitor, and that should, the 5% on the vitals and the 40% on the bed should be fine to get him to goal. And Glitter World Meds doesn't. And you know what? I think Glitter World Meds should have you avoid the critical fail chance of 2%. Like, it makes sense that the Glitter World Meds could just like prevent that from ever happening, but it doesn't. The other thing I could have Fang Face do if his base surgery success chance with the Bionics arms isn't good enough is to have him take Wake Up ahead of time, because, you know, that's going to be a manipulation boon as well. Loyal cows. 2 cows, 9 days, and they're paralyzed. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Because I can just put them somewhere in this circle, and as long as they don't get up, it's fine. So your name is Sambuca. Are you genetically modified to be milked for alcohol? Love it. Nothing like some Italian liqueur cow. And a tribute collector. Private healthcare and host cows. And hopefully they stay paralyzed. Like, it is actually a problem if they don't. Who keeps insulting Witch at, like, recreation hour? Another, you know, I'm actually going to very quickly get Psychoid Brewing and then go back to flesh shaping. Because Witch having a quick, like, chem recreation can get her back on the fab bench faster. There we go. Bio leg. And maybe tonight when Fangface goes to sleep, we'll, like, cut into him. Sounds horrible. But you know how it is. Where is he anyway? You're cutting down a toxiport tree? They're trying to deliver all the materials needed for this project, which is really funny. Because, like, none of them are actually building it. Alright, health. Herb. Yeah, I'm going to use herbal. I mean, it sketches me out a little bit, but I'm going to do it anyway, because we don't have a lot of regular meds. I could get medicine. There's so much research that we need. But yeah, we'll put them down and operate. And Witch's surgery success chance is probably something that's, yeah, it's 104%, so she's fine. From slow to fast. So the other leg is for Joker. So just to cover everything. One nose, one arm, probably another leg eventually. 2 ears. Oops. Ear, nose, jaw, leg. Joker's a mess. Snarf, that's uncurable unless we get biosculpting. Yeah. A lot of them are ears, which are not mission critical. Like, if Joker doesn't get an ear back, who cares? He is a social of -8. Like, he doesn't really need ears. But for Witch, she does, because she's the high social. We don't have another high social in the colony, so she really does need the ears so that she can trade. And we won't really know his top speed until his anesthesia goes away, but I suspect he's going to be a lot faster. Do you want the Agrahan before the noses? Possibly, yeah. So maybe I do brewing and then basic mech tech. I'll even do basic mech tech first. It's such a fast one. Oh no, 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 not another brownout. We really need that geothermal generator too. Freaking brownouts constantly. It's one of the issues of relying on like renewables that are variable. Look at Fameface go. Yeah, he's a bit more zippy. We're so used to. I mean, some of this is just he has fibrous Mechanites. So a lot of his zippiness is not because he just got that bionic leg, to be honest. But yeah, he's flying around, so that's great. And Snarf hasn't made any puke in a while. I haven't seen any incapable cook warnings. Even though he's a 5. It's fine. He's almost a 6. Pogum Siege. I don't have shells. They don't have any weapons that are long range. So I'm going to take Moro and Witch and snipe at them and hope that they try to shell the mountain base and not the rest of the area. If I had a ritual room, I would consider... Actually, what is the Diabolus threat? 1 Diabolus, 7 Militaurs, 2 Pikemen, and a Tesseron against... These siege troops have too many Molotovs. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. All right. Animals, get inside. People, get inside. I've got 10 spike traps and 4 turrets. I think, I don't know. We'll just do it. So, Witch, get to it. Stick a joy wire in your head. I mean, you would get brain fuzzed and be a bad miner if I did that. Their siege setup? Oh, I didn't even know there was compacted steel here from the sappers that went through the mountain. All right, so if we have a Diabolus coming, let's go ahead and build a wall here. Oops. So that we have no valid path into the base. So that the Diabolus, like, absolutely just goes for them, not us. Savage Beasts. $72 fox squirrels? Arrives in 3 hours? Okay! Oh, what wondrous luck. This is fine. Okay, yeah, I'm not worried anymore. That will take care of things. There will be nothing left. Scorched earth of the entire map. So they incendiaried me here. Not a big deal, but I can't actually get there to fight. I'm gonna unrestrict. I mean, it doesn't matter if we're unrestricted. We literally can't path out there. So everyone's unrestricted. So we have the Daedalus and crew in the southeast. We have the siege up top. They keep hitting this spot, which I don't even own. So far it's been okay. Do you have right? So they do have right. Incendiary. So they're still firing incendiary shells. They haven't moved over to the high explosives yet. But yeah, they did hit a part of the farm, which we'll put out. And here comes the manhunt pack. And they're gonna go after the siege. Yeah, alright, siege is done. Good job, Scorpia, for putting that out. So last shell missed Sappho and Clois. So we're good, we're fine. Omu Revenge. Oh, okay, that's weird. They shelled an Omu. And yeah, get wrecked. Swarm them! Go! And the lovely thing is I'm gonna get another Psi trainer as a result. Made my enemies die in a pile of screaming, squealing? Yes. Absolutely yes. Well, they're fleeing. Or getting pig-piled. Alright. Mech Hive is on the move, and as are these fox squirrels. I think there's enough fox squirrels up still. There's like 50 of them that we probably won't have to face the Daedalus. But if we do, I'll be ready. It's, you know, should be okay. Alright, Morrow is finally researching basic mech tech. It should be a real quick one. It's 200 and it's not super high tech. Also, it's raining. So rip Diabolus even harder. Because rain is a big advantage that they have. Yeah, he's dead. There's a waiting line to murder him. Please wait in the queue. Rip. Yep, I saw that coming. Cool. Well, all of our enemies are dead, and we're done. We got a Neuralink. We got a signal chip. We got an entire siege site cleared. it rained, so we might even be able to get the mortar shells off of it because it doesn't seem to be burning up. And as soon as the fox squirrels go away, we'll be able to grab everything. Thank you for tuning in to The Boundless Witch, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, viewers like you that support the channel, and all the people that turned out to the marathon. I really appreciate it. I hope to catch you in the next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow orphans in the orphanage.